So this is just part of the mess that the tree trimming companies are leaving on my property. And all of these trees that they cut across my little trail here, they left whole, and I had to cut them myself and open up my trail. They just cut them across what's an obviously used trail and then leave. I got them to come back and cut one because they didn't even trim the thing, and they're supposed to trim it. You give these guys an inch and they'll take a mile. I didn't want to insist that they come in with a track skidder and clean the whole mess up, but then I expected a little something more than this. I told them I wanted to save, you know, the first 16-20 foot of each log to mill, but that I'd like the rest of it cleaned up. And there's some down below, I'll get video later, that they didn't even limb. They didn't even limb them. They just left them. And then, you know, a lot of them that they did cut, they cut the bottom 20 foot that I asked them not to cut. This is an incredible mess down here. I've got 1,200 feet of line, and it only gets worse down below. But if you look at this giant fir tree, wait till I get at a straight angle to it. I mean, this thing is a death trap for somebody, and I guess they left it for me. So they dropped this up into those treetops, and it zigged and it zagged, and then it bent. And I don't know if you can see it, but that's one hell of a bend. Took all the bark off of, you know, what was a pretty nice cedar tree. And then took all the bark over there off of what was a pretty nice fir tree, and left this bend in the middle here, and it bends almost as much over at the fir tree. And I can guarantee you this thing's got a couple of tons of loaded pressure on it. If you don't know just where to cut this thing, it will break your legs. And I'm not 100% sure myself with this double zigzag in it. It's just a mess. Look down through that valley. Just an incredible mess. And then on top of that, this oak tree here, that oak tree that's laying right there, that's the stump. And that stump is 147 feet from the power line that they're supposed to be clearing. And the power line's all the way over there. Maybe you can see it in those trees. And the top of the tree, the very top of the tree, is right down there. I measured from the stump to the top of the tree. It's 94 feet. I measured from the stump to the power line. It's 147 feet. Why, in the name of God, do they think they have the right to cut that tree down? A hurricane couldn't pick that thing up and put it on the power lines. They're supposed to be clearing the power lines. I'm going to go down below and video some, some of the trees that they didn't even limb up. And there's one pine down there that I haven't measured it yet. But it just, there's so many trees that they cut that there's absolutely no way they could reach the power lines. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.